Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a quick look at Sea Limited. They just reported earnings, and as I am recording this episode, the stock is up about 3.2%. So we're going to take a quick look at the highlights, some of the things I'm keeping my eyes on. Maybe there was something little that I didn't like too much, but overall earnings were super strong, and we can see with the stock price up 3.6% as I am talking. I do believe it's going to be very, very volatile. The market just opened, so this price change could be totally different in the next hour or so. But if this is your first time here, guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment where I have 10 free stock ideas for you, and also this presentation weekly newsletter which I send out for free, and I have all the information of all the stocks I've been covering in the past few weeks, my buying list, and my overall portfolio review. Let's just jump right in it. So Sea Limited reported earnings today before the market opened, and let me just open up. So GAAP revenue was $2.7 billion. This was up 121.8% year over year. It was also up about 17.4% quarter over quarter. So there are two main markets kind of affecting Sea Limited. First is their digital entertainment bookings. This was $1.2 billion, and it was up 29.2% year over year and flat quarter over quarter. That's pretty impressive, right? I mean, same time last year was a time during COVID, a lot lockdown restrictions. So many people probably weren't expecting huge growth in digital entertainment bookings. But we can see year over year is still growing at strong levels. It is flat quarter over quarter, something to keep in mind of. I don't think it's a bearish thing. It just tells me that, hey, maybe we kind of hit a top in quarter over quarter growth for now. It also could depend on things like holiday, school season, and everything else affecting the overall population. Now, if we take a look at their e-commerce revenue, this was $1.5 billion, up 134% year over year. That's the triple digit growth that's really driving this company up. It was also up 25% quarter over quarter. Gross profit was $1 billion, up 147% year over year, 7.5% quarter over quarter. Adjusted EBITDA is still at a loss at $165 million loss compared to same time last year where it was actually positive. So something to keep in mind of. Normally this company is negative in adjusted EBITDA, right? It's usually on a loss. Now, another important metric is their monthly active users in their gaming platforms. They have about 729 million quarterly active users. This was up 27.4% year over year. And in quarterly paying active users, again, this is for their gaming department, is up 42.7% year over year. Both of those are actually up quarter over quarter as well. And do you want 10 free stock picks right now? Well, if you do, let's take a quick listen to today's sponsor, a great reason why I'm able to provide so much content to you guys for free. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 free stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 4x. Go to fool.com/Jose to get your free 10 stock picks now. So we want to jump into real quick to Sea Limited's presentation. Some things that they mentioned. Free Fire, which is their number one game. It's the number one game globally in a lot of countries. They recently just launched Free Fire Max in late September, and they are seeing strong drive and diverse user base. This is the second highest by average monthly active users for mobile games on Google Play globally. I believe all these data are through App Annie. This is the highest grossing mobile game in Southeast Asia and Latin America, maintaining this leading position for 9 consecutive quarters. And this is the power, right? Some people are worried that, hey, one game is not enough, but one game with strong IP, and if you keep refreshing it, if you keep providing new content for it, it can be a big leader for numerous years. I mean, for example, World of Warcraft was a huge leader, and it still is. About almost 20 years later, I believe, it's still super strong. It is also the highest grossing mobile game in India, maintaining this lead for 4 consecutive quarters. Is the second highest grossing mobile game on Google Play in the United States. So we can see this is a strong game all around for Free Fire. Here we can see quarterly paying users. I mentioned up year over year, up also quarter over quarter. Now, if we jump back into the presentation, remember this presentation is free and you guys can get it on the newsletter. Make sure to check that out. Highlights: they had 1.7 billion orders made on their e-commerce platform, up 123% year over year, 21% quarter over quarter. So strong growth. This is also their 9th consecutive quarter with triple-digit year-over-year growth on orders. Not only that, they do have a fintech market. This is the smaller portion of C Limited's revenue, but total payment volume from digital wallets, mobile digital wallets, were about 4.6 billion. This was up 120% year over year, 12% quarter over quarter. So we can see they're seeing strong growth in their e-commerce platform and in their fintech. And usually those kind of work well side by side. If one is working and more people are still using their wallets or increasing the wallet usage, you also see similar growth there. So those are pretty cool, impressive growth. Quarterly paying users for their digital wallet is up to 39.3 million, and that is up 121% year over year and up 20% quarter over quarter. So they're seeing more digital wallet users on their platforms. Some things to know: there was one thing I really kind of didn't like. Their digital entertainment adjusted EBITDA as percentage of bookings has decreased. So we can see adjusted EBITDA for their digital booking was about 715 million. This is about 58.6% of digital bookings. And this is down compared to 61.9% same time last year. And I do believe it's also down quarter over quarter percentage wise. So something I don't want to look at. I'm guessing what they're doing is, since they just released a new game, they're probably promoting it like heavy, which decreased the adjusted EBITDA on compared to bookings. So they're probably doing a little bit more advertisement. Something I wanted to mention, again, something to keep an eye out. Finally, they did raise their e-commerce guidance one more time this year. This is the second time this year. They now expect about 135% year-over-year growth rate at midpoint for their e-commerce revenue, compared to 121% they had at the midpoint they reported last quarter, right? So they're improving that e-commerce guidance. Due to that e-commerce guidance, obviously total revenue is also increasing. So I'm really enjoying C Limited. C Limited, like I mentioned, is a tier 1 in my position. It's one of my top 5 holdings right now. Unfortunately, I do believe this is one that just keeps on going and going. There could be better buying opportunity. It might be a bit overextended. So for me, this is more of like a low dollar cost average, where I would build a small position, small over time, until it became a decent position size. But right now, with overextension, I believe there's a little bit more risk to reward. That doesn't mean the stock price can't keep going up, right? This is a company that right now has defied gravity, it seems, and just continues to pull up with minor pullbacks. Like I said, I do own it in my portfolio. This was updated today of November 16th. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.